Hi everyone, I'm Santi Priya from Department of Mathematics and Statistics, Bhavan Vivekananda College of Science, Humanities and Commerce. This video lecture of Linear Algebra Lesson 4 has concepts from vector spaces too. In this lesson, I'm going to cover the following 2 points. Number 1, graphical representation of vector addition and scalar multiplication in linear algebra. And number 2, understanding the graphical view of the vector spaces R2, R3 and extending abstract view to n-dimensional vector spaces. First, let us see the graphical representation of vector addition and scalar multiplication. So for this, first I am considering two-dimensional vectors which are in the form of a column vector AB which has 2 rows. Here I am taking a graph sheet which can show us xy plane. So on this I want to show you the vectors. So the first one I am taking 0 vector which is equal to 0, 0 denoted by O. And the second one I am taking a vector u is equal to a random vector. I am taking 3, minus 4. As soon as I entered this, I got here a vector, position vector. So you can see on the graph sheet, and then let me take another vector v is equal to 4, 5. So I got a v as another vector, you can observe here. Now let me see what will be the sum of these two vectors. W is equal to u plus v. If I have taken this, so you got another vector, the w, which is the sum of u and v. So you can observe here, if you add u and v, again you are getting a vector only, that is w. That's what we are explaining in vector spaces. Sum of two vectors is again a vector. This is called vector addition. And then let us see what is scalar multiplication also. So let me take here a scalar 3 and then multiply it with v. So what do I get here? 3v is equal to 12, 15. So what happened here? V is extended, scaled up to 12, 15. So if you multiply a vector with a scalar, that is also giving you another vector a. Now let me see what will be negative of a vector. So minus u, suppose. So what is minus u here? You can see the same vector u which is taken in its opposite direction. It is taken here as b. So you can observe here that u and v are any two vectors you have taken in this two-dimensional plane, which we call it as even R2. Then sum of u and v is w, is again a vector. That is, vector addition is closed. And also if you multiply a vector, suppose I have taken b, multiply with a scalar 3, then you got another vector a is equal to 3b, which is also giving you another vector in the same plane, in the same space, 2D space you can say here. And even I showed you here what is a negative of the any vector u. Its negative minus u is also again a vector in this. And we have also a 0 vector, that is O is equal to 0, 0, which is nothing but at the origin of this xy plane or the graph sheet. After two-dimensional, now we will consider three-dimensional vectors, that is a column vector which has 3 rows in the form A, B, C, and we will see their graphical view. So here I am considering a three-dimensional space. Let me take origin, which is here. So I am taking 0 vector. 0 is equal to 0, 0, 0, 3 I have taken because in three-dimensional I will have 3 tuples. So another vector u is equal to, then I have, let me take 2, 1, 7. So you are getting a vector here, and then let v is equal to 1, 3, minus 4. Right. So I got now 2 vectors. Now let us see even in 3-dimensional what will be the vector addition. U plus v is equal to. So you are seeing here u plus v, you got again another vector w. So here also this sum of these two vectors u and v, that is w, is again vector in the same space. So you can say that if you add any two vectors, it will give you again a vector in the same space. Now so that is vector addition is closed. Now let us see how will be the scalar multiplication even in this three-dimensional. So I got here 217. Let me take a scalar, suppose minus 2u. Let us multiply this vector u with the minus 2. So you can see here u is this one, and then minus 2 times is in the along the same vector but in its opposite direction, but it is again same vector in the same space what is given here. So scalar multiplication is also closed. Now let us come for the second concept in the lesson, that is viewing R2, R3 as vector spaces graphically. Let us consider R2, which is the set of all the ordered pairs which are in the form of A comma B. So R2 is equal to set containing A comma B such that A, B belong to R, which is denoted in vector spaces as set of column vectors, that is set containing a column vector with two rows A, B such that A, B belong to R, and we denote it with V2 over R as vector space in linear algebra. Let us see now how is it a vector space graphically. Now let us see the same R2 which we have taken. We are seeing on the graph sheet here R2. Then according to the definition of vector space, we have all these 10 conditions here. But among these 10, first I will highlight on those which are important in these 10. The first one is u plus v belong to R2 for all u comma v belong to R2. This we understood previously graphically, and here you have vector u and vector v. Sum of these two u plus v is again there in R2 only. That is vector addition is closed. And this third one, there exists 0 vector belong to R2 such that 0 plus v is equal to v plus 0 is equal to v. This is normally even in numbers and other sets also we'll observe this property. 0 vector is nothing but this origin, and you add this to any vector, then you will get again the same vector. So that is the third one. And then I am concentrating on the fourth one, that is for each v belong to R2 there exists minus v belong to R2. So instead of v, suppose I take u, then there exists minus u here such that u plus minus u will give you 0. So then the other one is c into v belong to R2 for all. This is scalar multiplication. So we have seen here v is a vector, multiply it with 2, then you are getting a vector 2v. So that is scalar multiplication, which is again a vector in R2 only. So these four are mainly important. What about the other things? This one, the second one is nothing but associative property, and the fifth one is nothing but the commutative property with addition. And next, these three are usually we will see with all the numbers like distributive properties we'll use, but here the difference is u and v are vectors, c is a scalar, and then c and d are scalars, v is a vector, simple distributive property, and then this is c d2 scalars and one vector like associative property, and last one is where one you have as like a multiplicative identity, where as a scalar when you multiply one with any vector v it will give you again v. So these ones which are ticked with green here, 1, 2 and these three 2 plus 5 and the last one 6. These 6 we don't need to prove them separately. They are always true in almost all the sets. So the four important ones I explained here, and you are observing them in this R2, which is a two-dimensional plane. This R2 now is represented by V2 over R, which is a vector space. Next is to consider R3, which is the set of three tuples ABC, where the scalars ABC belong to R, and it is considered as set of column vectors with 3 rows A, B, C. And this will be denoted by V3 over R as a vector space. And next we will see how will it be graphically shown as a vector space. Like R2, I have taken here R3, and which is a set of these column vectors, and it is shown here in the three-dimensional space. So this is R3, three-dimensional space, and the definition goes the same as R2. So we can explain the first one, that is sum of two vectors is again a vector. The same thing here it is seen. This is U and this is V, and where the sum of these two U plus V is this W, which is also a vector, and then next is a zero vector which is at the origin, and next is for each vector there exists a negative vector if V is here, and then minus V is shown here in the graph. And then next one is scalar multiplication is also closed here. So if I take U, then CU, or I can say suppose this is 3U. So 3U is also a vector in the same three-dimensional space. So, and all the other conditions like how I explained for R2, they will also follow the same way here. So this R3, which is a three-dimensional space, is also a vector space V3 over R. In the same way, the vector spaces R4, which has all the 4 tuples, R5, which has all the 5 tuples, and Rn, you can see here, which has all n-dimensional vectors, they form vector spaces. But we cannot visualize them graphically more than 3 dimension, but the same concepts or the same definition or same any conditions which are applied for R2 and R3 can be extended to these R4, R5 and so on Rn to form vector spaces. And similarly C2, which is vector space containing all two-dimensional vectors with complex numbers as elements, and C3, 3 tuple C4 and so on Cn. These are all vector spaces over complex field, can also form vector spaces. And P1, which is the vector space of all polynomials of maximum degree 1, and P2 of all polynomials of maximum degree 2, and Pn of all polynomials of maximum degree n. These all also form vector spaces where we cannot visualize them graphically, but algebraically all the conditions can be extended to all these vector spaces.